What version of me needs to end for the next one to begin? Every transformation asks for a quiet ending. Not a dramatic collapse, but a gentle, honest release of who you needed to be to survive, cope, or belong. The version of you that needs to end is rarely bad. It's often the one that kept you safe when you didn't yet know another way. The version that lives in self-protection. This version stays guarded, anticipates disappointment, and avoids vulnerability. It learned that being careful was safer than being open. Growth requires openness. The next version of you needs room for connection, trust, and risk, even if it's uncomfortable. The version that seeks permission. This self waits for approval before choosing, speaking, or acting. It measures worth by others' reactions. Your next chapter requires self-authority. You don't need permission to evolve. The version that equates struggle with worth. This version believes rest must be earned and pain proves commitment. The next version of you grows through alignment, not exhaustion. Ease does not mean failure. The version that shrinks to be loved. This self minimizes needs, emotions, or dreams to keep the peace or stay accepted. The next you needs full expression. Love that requires shrinking was never sustainable. The version that identifies with the past. This version says, "This is just how I am," even when it no longer fits. Identity is not fixed. The next version of you is allowed to outgrow old labels, roles, and stories. What comes after the ending? What replaces these versions isn't something you have to invent. It emerges naturally once the old ones loosen their grip. The next you is likely more honest than polite, more grounded than reactive, more self-led than approved, more whole than accommodating. A gentle reframe. Ending a version of yourself doesn't mean rejecting your past. It means saying, "Thank you for getting me here. I don't need you anymore." Transformation isn't about becoming someone new overnight. It's about creating space and trusting that what wants to emerge already knows how. If you want, I can guide you through a closing ritual or journaling exercise to consciously release an old identity and welcome the next one.